about the Tesla V100 thing, it's apparently meant for AI.
I imagine it will take a lot of hardware power to run an AI.
Okay, ready.
What was that for you? You were very quiet.
I said ready.
Okay, Glacier, when you're ready.
Basically what I remember is that we fought a monster, basically kited it, and then we left to go to the warehouse. I'm not good at recaps.
Oh boy. Okay, so we fought a giant. we fought a mutated, horrific flesh monstrosity that basically had, like, I don't know, 1,000 HP regeneration and was literally just a tank beast that wanted to smashy facey. After which we started to go explore the area and quickly discovered that it was collapsing, so we left. We ended up in a warehouse. Mayuta tried to, like, empty one of the storage crates and use it to sleep in for the night, and instead someone found the keys to the office. Violet. At which
I'm not apologizing.
At which point we locked all the doors and secured the warehouse here. And then Mayuta and Violet spent time trying to comfort the, what's the filly's name?
Seabreeze.
Trying to comfort Seabreeze into feeling like she actually had ponies who would take care of her. Oh, and we dealt with more racist robot turrets.
That is accurate. So, you set your alarm system. Did anybody stay up at any point, or did you all just crash?
I believe we were sort of working on taking turns at, staying up to monitor things, but we do have the alarm system, which senses any sort of motion, so we're kind of relying on that to get us up.
Okay. So, who is awake about... I know you didn't actually set an order. Somebody can either elect to do it, or I'm going to just roll. Who would be awake at about 5 in the morning?
I mean, I believe I was going to take a turn on just keeping an eye out.
Okay. Roll, what are you watching? Are you watching at the window? Are you watching the door? What are you doing?
Door.
Door. Okay. Roll me perception at -1. You don't hear shit. Everybody's sleeping. Roll perception at -3.
Perception at minus what?
3. Because it's audio and you're all asleep. Nobody fucking hears this? God damn.
Well, you see that says 7 compared to 0.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Well, and to be fair, we don't really care about anything going on outside. If anything tries to get inside, then we start having a problem.
That's fair. Okay, so, morning rolls around. When do you get up? You up early or you up late?
I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Gotta do something quick.
No problem.
Violet would probably be up fairly early.
Mayuda likes her alcohol. Mayuda doesn't understand what this concept of mourning is.
So, you wake up, Violet. The only other person awake right now, up early as you, is Rhythm, and you also have Seabreeze is cuddled into you. She is shivering.
Even though we wrapped her in the
No, sorry, not shivering, shaking. She's having a nightmare. Because, you know, horrific experience.
Yeah. Well, let's see what.
Rhythm is doing her best to cook, but it's not great. It's edible.
Why is that? Hold on a second. Oh.
So, I know you're working something out, that's fine. Brisk has taken 2 of the Salisbury steaks in your party loot. I can't speak, goddamn. Party loot list, and has done an okay job of cooking them up. It's edible, but it's not the best.
Well, anything's better than eating it cold, so.
Yeah.
But realistically, to help Seabreeze out, she probably, lightly ruffle Seabreeze's mane, just kind of hum a little bit as she tried to work her way out to start walking around, because she's just going to make sure that everybody is doing all right, relatively well healed, no major injuries that have gone unnoticed.
Okay.
Mayuda tuck Seabreeze in.
You declare that you're still asleep.
Yeah,
she is cuddled into you. She's happy.
Okay. That's better.
I don't think anybody is wounded. Can everybody just check their HP? You can roll medicine anyway, but I don't think anybody is wounded. We'll just check, so everybody can check their sheets, please. Okay, I don't know if Tom hasn't updated his sheet, but apparently he's on half HP. No, nobody needs to roll medicines, just check your sheets. I'm just checking them.
Oh yeah, no, it hasn't been updated. I've been using my Google Docs sheet for this, so bear with me for a moment.
I'm going to check Tom's as well. Is anybody wounded? Just say it now if you are. Because she's checking on you while you're sleeping. Get it out. Have you got full HP?
No.
Okay, what HP are you? How much is
130 out of 148.
And you would have slept, so you've healed some of that back, so you're probably fine.
Alright.
Because remember, you went to bed at what, 11? It's now about 8 in the morning. So, whatever your healing rate is, 1 per hour.
Oh yeah, I'm full. I only need 4 hours.
I'm just checking Tom's now. Okay, Tom's at full HP. He's just not updated up. No, everybody's completely fine.
Good. Well, at that point, then, I'm going to start checking through the medical supplies that we've found. And with luck, the majority of them will actually be untainted.
No, you specifically checked everything you have is untainted. Roll me 2 D100s. So yeah, use fucking pillaged that I forget what it's called, hospital storeroom. I've not written it down because I'm a tool. How much did you say you were going to give to the town? Was that a third? It was a third, wasn't it?
Well, we said we were going to try and make up the difference of what was missing from the caravan's order from what we found, and then whatever was left over from that was going to the town.
Okay.
Because, well, I mean, town needs it.
So you scored 149. The caravan will need about, and it's going there for medical supplies, we'll call it 50.
That's good, right? That's a positive thing.
So you have 99, of which you can take how many you want and then give the rest to the town. And it's a fairly big town, so it will need a decent amount. Plus they can go and loot it later.
Yep, and we would be giving them the ID badges. I think the only stipulation to giving them the ID badges is that if we ended up back in this neck of the woods and needed medical supplies, we'd go and raid it ourselves, and we would have access to those badges.
That's fine. So you can decide out of 99, if I believe it. Out of 50, how many are you going to take for yourselves?
You know what? We'll talk about that as we go, because realistically, it's going to come down to what the caravan needs, what the town needs, and then whatever's left over, we can talk. We can talk financial compensation, armor, weapons, whatever.
Okay, that's fine. So you have 149 healing potions and Radaway and just a general mix, but you have 149 units.
Alright. Good lord, we are practically carrying a small cart worth of gear.
Yeah.
We're carrying a MASH unit with us.
You are a MASH unit with a 50 cal and a Battle of Saint.
We need to fix the 50 cal. And
that's true.
I have no idea what I'm going to use. You said it's a barrel of pure IMP, so I have no idea what I'm going to use for that.
No, you don't need a use for it. The town asked you to bring it back, what was causing it, and that's what you think is causing it, at least. It can't really be anything else. Anyway. So, as you wake up, you go and do your medical checks. Everybody's in good health. Most people are still asleep. Rhythm smells up at you. Thank you for freeing me.
I'm sorry, what?
She thanked you for freeing her.
Well, I mean, it was the right thing to do, and my character is good-natured, so that's, appreciate the thanks, but it was what I was taught to do.
Still, thank you. I don't have any money, but, thank you.
Just let me know when the late wakers wake up.
Everybody roll me 1d4. Except for you, Violet, because you're awake.
Violet would snag some of the Salisbury steak and munch on it as she just kind of paces for a little while.
Fee?
Mayuda wakes up groggily. and doesn't move until small child wakes up.
She's cuddling into you. So, Blueberry, Sundance, you both awake at the same time. Violet's up and pacing and just waiting. Rhythm has finished cooking food and has just kind of served it up and is waiting on the rest of you. Brisk is passed out. He managed to find some booze. Greasy's watching out the window.
Brisk is a lightweight.
Brisk is a lightweight. So, Sundancer, what are you doing?
Distracting myself. Morning, all of you. That was a pleasant sleep. What's next on the old agenda?
Well, we've got to get back to town and get the supplies to them, but realistically, survive.
Yes. That old chestnut.
Riven walks up to you, all smiles. Here's some breakfast. She offers you a bit of cooked Salisbury steak. It's gone a bit cold in the while it's taking you to wake up, but it's okay.
Thank you for that, my dear. And I'll just start munching.
You didn't kill what's-his-name while we were all asleep, did you?
No, he passed out drunk.
Lightweight. Pet small child. That is probably bigger than her. Holy shit.
No, you're both the same size. She's 7 years old. She is also a pipsqueak. She does, however, yawn, stretch out all 6 of her limbs. She groggily looks up at you. Do we have to wake up just yet?
No, you can sleep longer. Just I'm gonna eat while you sleep.
Okay. She'll go back under the blankets and she'll release her grip on you.
I am worst mom ever. Yes!
That's not something to be proud of.
I meant in the sense that I enable the child to do things that they want to do. Never mind. Breakfast? What's food?
Riven smiles. Partially cooked Salisbury steak. It's gone cold because you took too long.
Looks at it. Yeah, Pulls out a bag of chips and starts eating chips.
She actually frowns.
Wow, harsh.
She was trying to do something nice and you just burned her. God.
Mahuda looks up and goes, "Oh no, it's nothing to do with you, dear. That's meat."
She actually looks stunned. You, of all the creatures in here, you are the one that does not eat meat.
I might drink a boatload of booze, but I still uphold the zebra tradition of if it was alive and moving around at one time, you don't eat it.
You're closer to Raider than the actual Raider, and you don't. You know what? Okay. She'll wander off and feed everybody else that accepts it. So, you've all been fed. You've all woken up, stretched out. Seabreeze has woken up and claimed their spot next to Minda. What are y'all doing?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing right now.
Why are you laughing right now?
Because River has problem with complicated character.
Sorry?
Because River freaked out because of complex characters can be raiders too.
She's upset because she's pretty much convinced you're just the raider, just not full on savage yet. But you're totally not. She's just like, what? Does not compute.
I'm sorry, did I miss something?
Mayunda refused to eat meat, and Riven was confused by this because Riven is convinced that she's a raider.
Bluebeard's gonna pipe up and say, she may be brutal, but I don't think she's raider material.
Since you've rescued me, all she's done is drink and smash things into bloody chunks, and then get some sort of perverse glee out of it.
But has she smashed innocent lives?
She grumbles. Fine.
Once someone kills an innocent, that is when they cross over into raider territory.
As a side note, she does not feed Brisk. She more or less just refuses to look at him, even though he's, you know, shedded the raider armor. So, it's taking you all about half an hour, 45 minutes to wake up, get up, have a drink, eat something, do your morning routine. Blueberry, let's start with you. What are you going to do now that you've all ate?
Check my weapons and then wait for the rest of the group to be ready.
Sundancer, what are you going to do?
Sundancer's just gonna do the same, just check his equipment, make sure everything's there and work in order, and then wait for the rest of the group.
Mayunda?
Mayunda will get Seabreeze up after she's let her sleep for another 15 minutes.
Don't wanna.
I let you have 15 minutes longer than every pony else. Come on, you need breakfast.
Fine.
Meat or no meat?
She grimaces. You surface savages eat meat?
I don't. They do.
Well, they're gross.
Pins her potato chips and the last snack cake.
She wilts it down and just grins up at you. You're the best mommy number 2.
Well, considering that Violet eats meat, she's not going to be mommy number 1 very long.
Do bear in mind that she's a Pegasus. She would not be used to this.
Like I said, Violet's not going to be mommy number 1 very long.
She eats meat, but in a different sense. Moving on, Violet, what are you doing?
Thanks, nearly choked on my soda.
Probably at this point, teasing Brisk a little bit before, you know, everybody is ready to move and, you know, when everybody says they're ready to get going, I'm gonna deactivate the alarm system and open the door.
So I thought one of you was going to trip it. Okay, fine. So you turn off the alarm system. Brisk he's hungover, but he's awake and he's on his feet. I think you only searched the office, correct?
I think we actually searched the entire building before turning on the alarm system last night.
Okay,
we did search the whole building.
Okay. You could have checked me there and got extra loot.
We're honest, at least, about our things we do.
I know you're honest. I was not implying you were not.
That plus, isn't this recorded? So
And? That doesn't
so
mean that Pip
the
doesn't
viewers
have,
would be like,
That
"Hey!"
does not mean that Pip does not have the memory of a gnat.
No,
That's
the
an
viewers
insult
can
to
go back for
gnats.
evidence.
That's an insult to Nat's fee.
Oh, but the viewers could go back and be like, "Hey, at this time they did this."
Yeah, but we're playing for fun, okay? Not that important. Anyway, Seabreeze looks up at Violet. Can I ride on you again?
You know what? I'm gonna roll a perception standard just to see if she actually overheard the meat comment. Ha!
Well, that's a no.
No.
No, as a matter of fact, she was way too busy teasing Brisk about being hungover in the morning.
He throws the butt of his cigarette at you because he's not happy with this shit. It's too early in the morning.
Oh, come on, Brisk. You haven't even had the hard stuff, and you're plastered.
Roll me agility as he throws a bottle at you.
Actually.
Or you can roll magic if you so want. Oh, no, man, you don't need to.
I'm a ninja!
No, better than that. Roll strength as well. Awesome. So not only do you not get hit, by the amazing power of zebra magic, you manage to catch the bottle in your hooves. Don't ask me how, because it's magic. I don't have to explain shit. And you throw it back at him.
I pictured something funnier.
What did you picture?
Her twirling out her sledgehammer and going "Thor!" as she basically hits it back at him.
Phoebe, you wanted to throw the sledgehammer.
I imagined... No, sledgehammer's not out. I imagined catching it in her hooves, turning around, throwing it back at him, and it landing perfectly on his nose without hurting him.
You know what? I'm going to give you it. It lands perfectly on his nose and doesn't even scratch him. He just looks very confused.
Blueberry's gonna look at Munda with a look of, well, that's a neat trick.
And I just got sudden flashbacks to Kung Fu Panda 2. Catch the cannonball and throw it back.
God's sakes. So, after you humiliate him, he gets in line and just grumbles. But he starts following. Move your tokens to where you go.
Well, we've deactivated everything, so...
Oh, Jesus.
You are not a sneaky zebra.
I have a
In
seven.
fact, you are so not sneaky that the caravan that is over down the road a little while actually waves at all of you. That's how unsneaky you were.
I'm the snake. Hey!
I'm gonna try and sneak. Ha! No.
Well, I guess I got spotted today. Where's the caravan?
Just for laughs.
To your right, if you look on the map. Basically, it's down the road about...
Trots right up
In
to
the
them.
In the direction we need to travel?
Yes, the right you need to go. They are coming towards you, however. You're going in opposite directions. So if you were to follow it on the map, essentially you're going away from the main city of Baltimore, they're going to the city. You're heading back to Ashtown.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, if we're doing a stealth mission at any point, Blueberry's best
As the distraction.
option is to be the distraction to make sure they don't notice the others.
Yeah. You're not sneaky.
I mean, at that size, it's hard to be sneaky.
That is fair.
You know, I'm gonna go out of my way to make a size matter sneaky. Like,
Where did this hellhound come from?
Wait a minute. Why is there a fully grown dragon behind that tree? What do you mean there's a fully grown dragon behind that tree? That's not even a tree, that's a bush.
That's not even a bush, it's a shrubbery. You brought a shrubbery with a dragon in it to get the Frenchman back.
I one shrubbery.
No, a full-grown dragon is trying to hide behind a bush. But he's got points in stealth, so he succeeds. One raider crits their perception. Guys, do you see that dragon behind that bush? The fuck are you talking about, dude?
So
You've been chasing the dragon too hard.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here's an interestingly silly question. Does anyone here at all have barter?
I have 15 points in it. Well, I have a score of 15.
Okay. Anyone else? Need to update my skills.
My barter is 23.
Oh wait, fuck! I haven't given you a level up. I was supposed to. You've leveled up to the next level. I just haven't worked out your XP. Sorry, my bad.
Do you have an XP total for us?
Can I get back to you?
Sure.
You definitely leveled up because you're all close anyway.
So just assume 3, and we'll stay at 2600 XP until you tell us what we're at.
Yes.
Okay.
I will add it on to this session, basically, and then you get it all as one big bundle.
So I also leveled up as well?
Everybody would have leveled up. You all had enough XP to go to your next level. I checked your sheets.
Yeah, we were like 400 off.
And you killed a very large monster and did more exploring, so you definitely leveled up. Hi, Tom.
Hello, Pip. I'm being patient and waiting for you to finish talking.
Oh, don't worry about it. Or just, I made a fuck up and forgot to tell everybody I leveled up. So, put in all your points now, so you can decide on what you want to put in.
Well, since I have that nice little bonus now, I may as well start putting ranks into the I'm gonna talk to people and be an absolute drunk.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yay.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
I'm the party's conversation. Oh God.
I think that's Adagio.
Do you have bluff and barter, Adagio?
I have negotiation and seduction of 73 now.
She's a sexy
then.
nurse.
I guess I'll take bluff and barter, because that'll be silly.
Well, no, you're tiny and you're also terrifying. You're a tiny, terrifying tot. Alliteration, bitches. See, I can write too.
Well, I also just acquired not Wasteland Surgeon, Field Medic.
Nice.
Hey, James?
Yeah.
Shooter has Will Wasteland, isn't it?
Yep.
Awesome! I'll get back to that in a minute.
Why do I feel like things have just gone straight to hell?
I don't honestly know, but right now I know I have a total barter score of 28.
You added my extra XP, Pip?
You had less. What did you have?
I have 25.75.
He only had 25
guys?
less? Really?
25.75. That's my total current XP.
So yeah, you were only 25 points behind the rest of us.
Guys,
I thought I should be more than that.
so it turns out...
Hold on, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, please. Sure. Tom, you also leveled up to level 3, but I will get back to everybody on how much XP you all had. So just put it to whatever the base is for level 3. Sorry, Glitcher, go ahead.
I'll take myself to 1 over the minimum.
Go on, Glitcher, read the
It turns out I forgot to grab a per class level, so I get to choose 2 now.
Have fun with that.
Whoops!
Y'all put your skill points in.
Yeah, I got my skill points in. I'm looking for.
Yeah, I now have a 94% chance to hit.
Which means you have an 80% chance of missing.
It's because roll
20.
So, as you approach the caravan, they have one zebra towing a little cart, just filled up with random odds and ends, a couple of crates, a couple of guns, a couple of bottles of beer, just odds and ends, really. They have a Pegasus who, upon seeing you all, has immediately taken off and is just flying circles around you. They also have a stable pony, or you assume it's a stable pony because he's got a pip buck, a nauseously pink earth pony with a varmint rifle, and who you assume is the leader of the caravan because he walks up to all of you, a unicorn, all smiles. Hey there.
Oh yeah, give me just a moment. Rolling negotiation.
I will cut you off now before you ask. He's gay, so you don't get your bonus.
I just automatically assume that I don't get it unless you say otherwise.
Unless you ask, I'm gonna forget, so just ask me every time.
Alright. Hello there. So, have you just come from Ashtown?
He nods. Yeah, we just came on out. We're heading into the circle now.
Good luck with that. Do you have anything decent to trade at the moment?
Oh,
Kind of looking for better food than just Salisbury steak and dirty water.
oh, we got food aplenty. We're hunting for medical supplies. That's what we need. Ashtown was short for once. It was very strange.
Not so strange when you consider I checked their medical supplies for the last caravan that I was a part of, and found out that a good 2/3 of it was tainted, so you might wish to check with a doctor and make sure that the medical supplies you do have from Ashtown have no tainting to it.
2 seconds. I'm writing down that you told him that it was tainted because that will become important.
That being said, we've been on a mission from Ashtown to check out the local hospital and figure out why it was tainted and bring back any medical supplies that we could have found that weren't. We didn't find much.
Ominous sloshing comes from the barrel from you, Miranda.
Yes.
I passed my bluff roll.
The barrel and 50 cal and everything.
So, sorry, I missed the part of that because I was writing stuff down. What was the last part where you bluffed?
That was the bluff. We didn't find much.
So, they're running dry in Ashtown?
Well, they won't be entirely dry once we get back, but things are going to be a little tight.
How much they paying you for the supplies?
Well, I'm under contract to the caravans, so they're not for sale.
I'll double it.
Mayunda walks up, looks him dead in the face. If you're going to make that sort of offer, I will break your kneecaps.
He looks down at the zebra child. Which one of yours is this kid's? And tell it to get away from me.
I am not a child!
Blueberry simply goes, "She's not a child, and I can assure you that she can do what she says."
Much like myself, she's been mutated by taint, so don't take what you see to be the truth.
Uh-huh. Do you want to trade medical supplies for food, or do you not?
We have caps, and we have pre-war money.
Yeah, that'll do. Whoever's making the trade, roll me barter.
Mayunda will walk up and start taking inventory. Well, Mom always said I'd have to do this.
Mom always said there'd be days like this. There'd be days like this, Mama said.
If 29 is our highest barter, that's bad. But
If anybody else has a higher bar, you can roll.
I'm 50 something.
Oh yeah, you roll it then.
I will assist. There, Tom gets a +10.
Okay, you assist. Add 10, Tom.
Actually, no, he gets +15 because I can be adorable as fuck. Thank you, Full of Heart.
That is a fair point. Okay, Tom, you have +15. Holy shit.
Let's see. That's a bunch of successes.
That's a lot of success.
That's 6 degrees of success.
Just let me get the foods list open because I haven't got a thing open for it. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I have a 58 barter.
Where is foods? Come on, down. Is it miss? That's not miss.
They're all waking up. I thought the people were waking up, Pip, when I first saw that.
No, they were all waking up from guide. Do you look specifically for vegetarian or carnivore, or do you look for a mix?
Do we have any carnivores?
Everybody but Mayunda and the child are meat eaters. Well, apart from you, unless you want to declare.
Horses don't digest meat very well.
It's the wasteland. They don't have much of a choice. One of them's a fucking cannibal.
I will do.
Actually,
I will get a mixture.
On a side note, horses can eat meat in real life. It takes about a month for them to get used to it, but they can totally just chow down.
Ah. Well, I'm going to get a mixture either way.
How much?
I'm still sticking to the vegetation.
So, you walk up to him, you push Mayunda out of the way, because Mayunda was about to make the worst deal. The worst trade deal in all history. It was a bad deal, okay guys? Bad deal.
Damn it.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. So, she was about to make a terrible deal. You push her out of the
What are
way.
you doing with my share of the goods?
Fine, you do it. Since, no one else wanted to step up and negotiate.
And I start negotiating, or bartering, and bartering, and bartering. Turn around, I start to walk away. He calls me back, and I barter some more. And then finally, after probably a good 20 minutes, what were we willing to trade, and what did we get resource-wise?
So, food costs, right, well, let's do it this way. You got a mix of stuff, so you can buy a bunch of pre-war food, fresh foods, MREs, those sort of things. And then there's just iguanas on a stick for the meat stuff. So, we'll call it... How many caps do you want to spend?
I'll look at the money bags, because I think I have a lot of caps on my own.
I think I'm going to have to figure out how to do bartering better. I did not think this through.
Calm down. So, on the vital statistics page of a character sheet, go down to the bottom right of that first page of any Google Docs character sheet. Inside of that sheet, you can enter a total amount that you're buying or selling, and it will give a final price, and you can change the modifier that you want to apply to that price. Base modifier usually starts out at 50%.
Oh yeah, I got to work on the Google Doc on this. It's
quick, it's easy, it's simple.
Yeah, I know. It's just I got to redo. No, it's mayhem. I have to redo.
So, I just took a step towards him being the tank. Mother was a hamster.
I calmly talked with the guy for quite a while, and then what do we have to spend in caps that are general in the loot pot list, I guess?
Well, you have 28 bottle caps because you found 28 bottles, and then you have all that stuff that you can take from the loot list plus your own stuff. And if anybody wants to throw stuff, free.
I'd say let's take half the Raider armor, the bad half.
Oh, the Raider armor. I don't think any of us are going to wear any of that.
Yeah.
I was going to use some of it for tearing it apart and use reinforced armor.
Raider armor can't be. You can't use it for that.
Oh.
You're an Earthborn, though, aren't you?
If you're an Earthborn, you can bullshit it, but that would be
He's an
Earthborn
Earthborn.
bullshit.
Yeah, he's an Earthborn.
No.
He can bullshit it.
Let's start with trading off the Raider armor.
You will need to forget me because I'm going to let you jump around the PDF to actually see how much that's worth. So I'm going to jump around a bit.
Raider armor base price is 50.
50. Because you passed so well, even though it's in pretty shady condition, he'll give you full price for all 8. He'll do it as a full deal, so 8 times 50.
So 400 caps worth.
Yeah, 400 caps worth of armor you can sell.
And let's use at least half of that in buying groceries.
How much AC does that leather reinforced armor have? Considering it's at 88%.
That leather reinforced armor is not on the list anymore. It wasn't supposed to be on the list anymore.
Oh, okay.
And it would only be AC 6 or 8.
That's in Mayuda's. Reinforced leather armor is 10.
Oh.
That's in Mayuda's inventory to be refitted later.
Something
I'm looking for better armor so I can tank better.
So, question, Tom, do you cheap out or do you buy the good stuff?
Do I cheap out?
Do you buy the cheap food or do you buy the good food?
Let's get a bit of everything. Let's spend 100 caps or 200 caps on getting travel food, as in MREs or such. Let's
MREs?
get some.
MREs, Tom, are 50 caps a pop.
Yeah.
Oh, never the hell mind.
You want to if you want travel food that won't go bad, it's going to be the cheaper food that also gives us rads. Otherwise, you buy fresh food, but that stuff goes bad.
Yeah, let's get some of each. Let's go with how much would 50 caps of fresh food get us? So I'm trying to get enough for everybody.
50 of fresh food, fresh apples 10, so that would be 5 apples or 5 sort of mix.
Apples are
realistically, I would spend 200 caps on water because that's the one thing that we're all in desperate need of.
10 pure waters.
Does he have a small water filter system, or I don't want to get it by a distiller because that takes too long.
No, he does not. So you can
how
either
much
go
water?
So you can either go for 10 caps, you can buy dirty water, or you can buy pure water at 20 caps.
Let's get 200 caps in pure water and 200 caps in fresh and rad-filled food.
Okay. So you get 10. So you have 10 pure waters, and I'm just going to throw out some random food.
Okay. I don't know if one of those filters would actually work against radiation.
Is somebody writing this down, or do you want me to write this out for you?
I'll write it down.
Go ahead and just add it to the loot list.
So, you have 20 pure water, you have 10 canned fruits, and a free can opener thrown in, because he's nice.
Ooh, a P38.
He throws in 6 apples. I'm just keeping track of how much I spent for you. He also gives you, for the meat eaters, 5 iguana on a stick.
Clarify here. Whole iguana on a stick, not iguana bits.
Whole iguana.
Thank you. Wanted to make sure that we weren't potentially eating pony.
No. It is
Wait a
very
minute.
clearly a lizard.
That's Gila monster on a stick.
You have 75 caps left. You are also given 1 family-sized portion of bacon. It will feed all of you if you really want to, if you're nice and share.
Well, this is for everybody.
Bacon.
160 spent. He offers you some really strange meat. Do you take it?
No.
Good choice.
Well, if 160 is spent,
You have 40 left. Do you want to buy anything specific?
Or we could take the 40 and save it.
does he have any sparkle cola?
He has several portions of Sparkle Cola, and he actually has 1 Sparkle Cola Rad.
2 regular sparkle cola. There's a reason.
Okay, you have 20 caps left. He also has Sunset Sarsaparilla.
And the easiest and most efficient way to feed us is going to be from there is get 4 portions of ramen.
Okay, you buy 4 portions of ramen. I'm going to just treat it as less, because I can't see it anyway. I'm going to treat it as the slop.
Noodles.
It's noodles.
Where's that?
Yeah,
I
said
yeah.
it's at the Cram, Canford and Vegetable, Big Mac and Cheese, Dandy Mackles, Buck Mac, it's at Instamash Noodles.
I'm either missing it unless it's a different book, but I'll just let you have it, so that's fine, you just take it.
And I'll throw down 35 caps for the Sparkle Cola Rad, and whatever I can get after that for the noodles.
Sparkle Rad costs 40, roll me charisma, see if he gives you a discount.
Do I take into account the 4 degrees of success from my negotiation and seduction?
Hold
Yes.
on. We might be able to. We still have stuff.
You can still sell stuff, I'm just organising if you want it by this Rad.
Okay, does anybody want a single shotgun?
There's 2 of them. Yeah.
No.
No, I use magic weapons. I don't have any points in firearms.
Okay.
I have.
Just answer yes or no, guys. Don't sit there and list off your stuff. Yes or no.
Let's sell one of them, because I think I might try the other one.
It is a single shotgun. You have to reload every time you fire it.
I'll stick to the 9mm then. We got 2 of them at 68 and 55%.
No, Tom, you have a 10mm SMG, remember?
Oh, yeah, I do. Oh,
Anybody-
bullets.
Does anybody want a 9mm SMG?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
I'm good.
Okay.
Why do I see 97 and then 76%?
Condition.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Anybody
Cool.
want a kick dagger? I'm going to list off some things and announce kick dagger, light flamer, butcher's cleaver, pump action shotgun, 357, 22, baseball bat, switchblade.
Violet will keep the Butcher's Cleaver and the Switchblade because they can be used impromptu for medical tools.
Okay, so you have an 88% butcher's cleaver and a 96% switchblade.
Pretty good condition switchblade.
I say we sell the 357 a revolver.
Okay, hold on. Does anybody want any of these weapons?
No.
I don't know
No,
if
I'm good with the weapons I got.
the pump action shotguns are also 20 gauge.
Yes.
And how we fix it?
But they are more than one shot, and you can always rechamber them to 12 gauge if you find a gunsmith.
Remind
I
me
am a
the
gunsmith, just need skill.
remind me the condition of the butcher cleaver and the switchblade.
Cleaver is 88.
88, 96.
I'm going to take the one of the 81% pump action shotgun.
You're going to grab the
Don't
ammo?
modify the list. I'm modifying as people say stuff. I'm just taking stuff off, and
Okay.
I'll hit save for one big save. Okay, so kick dagger, light flamer, the other cleaver.
Hold up, don't even hit save yet, because I need to keep track of what you're selling.
No, I will. I'm taking care of it.
Okay, that's
Trust
fine.
me. Trust me. I got
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Okay, so nobody wants either of the revolvers or the other pump action, right?
No.
All right. Last item on the list is the metal baseball bat.
I say we give that to you as a backup weapon.
Linda loves her hammer.
But you know, a metal baseball bat is still bludgeoning.
It's not a
And
hammer.
it make
Yeah, if
nice
something
thing
goes
to
wrong
get
and
back.
if something goes wrong
Okay.
and she doesn't have access to her hammer,
You know,
it'd be good to have a backup.
I crit fail or get disarmed. All right.
Yeah.
So Tom, you've got 30 buckshot for that 20 gauge.
No, 42 according to the list.
Yeah, he shouldn't. Handing 30. Then if he wants more, we have more, and we have slugs. Okay. So does anybody want 22, 30, 357, 9mm, or flamer ammo?
I have no use for it.
Nope.
Okay.
I added that to my little inventory.
Okay. Anybody here a smoker?
Nope.
I may make my character a smoker just to be different.
Brisk is.
Brisk is. Okay,
Risk has plenty though, so
well, we have two.
I will just tell you straight up, he has like 5 packets. He's fine.
Okay, that's everything that we're selling then. Single shotguns.
Should be a good amount of money.
2 single shotguns. The extra 9mm machine gun, the kick dagger, the light flamer, one of the butcher's cleavers, one of the pump actions, 357, 22, and all the ammo that we don't apparently need.
Question: what's everybody's repair mechanics at?
My repair mechanics is just a moment.
Non-existent now. That's what mine is. Repair mechanics? No, I can make brews for you, but don't ask me to make that other stuff.
So we can do this one of 2 ways. You can either give me a minute to go and look all these up and do it, or I can tell one of you can volunteer and go and check the prices and get back to me.
Repair and mechanics is 80%. 80.
I volunteer.
Damn. Nice.
Okay, B. Anything that is 70 or above, because he got 7 degrees of success, 70 or above, you get full price.
Okay.
Anything else, it will be the percentage cost of whatever it is. So 68% flamer would be 68% of the cost.
That's a much higher repair mechanics than I expected to have in the party at level 3. Nice.
My character's a mechanic. He's grease smear.
So, as you're all trading, I know you're working out your fees, so whatever that. As you're all trading, the Pegasus dives down suddenly, and you can hear in the distance thud, 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 thud of an autocannon. And about 20 seconds later, a vertibird flies over all of you. It's smoking, there's oil leaking from the engine, one of the engines is on fire, the engine just makes a horrible crunching sound, it dies, and it continues to just fly off, crashing some distance away.
That's something you don't see every day.
Maybe we should go investigate. They might need medical assistance.
This is miles away. This is near Ashtown, this crash site. You can't even see the crash site. It goes behind the hill. You just see it getting absolutely shredded by some sort of AA, and then it just disappears behind the hill, and then a few seconds later there's an almighty crash.
Blueberry's ranger tech senses are tingling.
And of course, somebody had to say that they might need medical assistance, so of course Violet is in.
Well, we're going now, aren't we?
Yep. As soon as we finish up the trading that we're doing, we're gonna move on.
Oh, do they happen to have any armor? Sorry, what were we saying?
We're working on selling stuff first, so we have money. Then we'll buy armor and stuff. But
I was wondering if they had armor.
Mayuda looks up, thinks about it. Huh? Neat.
In fact, just a second. Everybody roll me perception as you look up at this almighty crash. Or this almighty just destruction.
Just a standard roll?
It was moving very fast, so we're going to call it -2.
Well, that's a no either way.
It was moving fast, had smoke, had fire. It was horrible.
Those two are also no's.
Okay, now let's see what happens with the person who's pretty much blind.
I would have laughed. I would have laughed if the blind
I was waiting to
passed.
see a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't see that well either, huh?
Mayuda is just not self-aware. Perfectly fine eyesight, just not very self-aware at all.
Let me roll your NPCs, one sec. Fee, just let me know when you're finished doing that, because I know you keep timing me with it, so you can keep track of it, so just let me know. So you wouldn't be able to know because you're a child. So, Bresk is your saving grace to see if you know anything more than just a horrendous crash. And he passed! Holy shit.
I mean, I'm just saying, as an ex-Steel Ranger, the vehicle itself is tech flying overhead.
Oh no, it's nothing to do with the actual tech. It's to do if you could see what the insignia was. And Bresk
Minuteman.
Nope. Bresk kind of just clicks his tongue. Huh. Didn't know Talons had vertebrates.
Do Talons even eat vertebrates?
Did the Enclave need them? Did the Enclave need them, that sort of character? No, but they used them.
That is a good point.
Well, actually, in order to transport troops and keep them battle ready without wearing them out, actually, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like an APC.
But the moment Briscoe say anything about the Talons, Violet will immediately refuse to go and help.
We need to check that out. Someone may need medical attention. I'm in. Oh, wait, it's Talons. I'm out.
Yeah, no. She does not deal with Talons.
Okay, so now everyone used to be disappointed. So the total is 381 caps.
I was expecting something pitiful like 50.
Well, the very nice mostly intact 9mm submachine gun netted us 100, and the kick dagger netted us 75, and the light flamer netted us 68. So there's 2/3 of it. Everything else is the other 1/3.
Yeah. I mean, that 357 revolver wasn't going to get us much no matter what we did.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I would have to work on it for a long time.
At best, it's parts right now.
Mayuda is totally not putting the heavy machine gun on the table because she's still convinced she can fix that. Let me see if there's anything in Mayuda's inventory that she's going to get rid of. Because at this point, you guys have given her... Okay, no. So we'll do one other thing that may be slightly dumb. Hey Pip, we gave the child a 9mm, right?
Yes.
Well, we're gonna trade her a 9mm pistol for a 9mm SMG.
Okay, you can do that if you so wish.
That 9mm pistol, was that the 93% condition?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
then I have to take that off of my character sheet because I was the one that found that.
Okay, well that'll net us another 20 caps, including 20 caps. So total is 401 caps. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, plus are we giving Brisk or River a share?
Brisk puts up her hoof, or no, so not Brisk. Revan puts up her hoof. You found all that and you rescued me. Just I don't. I need to pay you. You don't need to be paying me.
Violet for a moment is weighing her good-natured, demeanor against the fact that Rhythm shot at Brisk. And for a moment there seems to be a little bit of, maybe not, before she looks at Rhythm and goes, no, you've got literally nothing to get started. At best you'll be turned into, a working mare. So let's make sure you've got some money and some armor and maybe a weapon or two so that you can be less likely to become a slave.
She does have double barrel shotgun at least.
Okay.
So some armor.
So, if that's the case, each party member gets 61 caps.
I'm going to take 40 caps and say let's keep a stash for.
Let me finish. The party stash gets 69 caps. So there's already a party stash. You don't have to put extra money into it. The party stash is basically, hey, we need medical supplies, or hey, this person got shot to shit. Assuming everyone gives a little bit, River will get 35 caps total, plus whatever we buy for her. So there we go.
By the way, Fiaura, how far did you get in Fallout 2?
I was still playing around in MODOK. I had gone back and finished all of the quests for the Den and for Calamith, and then I just got sick of the game and went full rage mode after it crashed one time.
So, everybody added all their caps and taking all their stuff out and all that, you're all sorted?
Yep.
Okay, do you want to declare any more actions while you're with the traders? And when you see that helicopter get shot down?
What helicopter? I didn't see any helicopter.
Oh yeah, very funny. No, you saw the helicopter, you just didn't see what the signal, the insignia was. It's hard to miss. Burning, crashing, oil is now dripped all over all of you. Yeah, it's hard to miss that.
I'm good with what we've got from the traders, so we could move on.
Unless the traders have armor that fits Mayuta. Mayuta's fine.
No, they do not have anything in your size. You're too small.
Or
what kind of armor do they have?
Just your basic leather armor. Nothing fancy.
Reinforcement kits.
They have... I don't know how much it costs off the top of my head, but they do have one reinforcement kit. Just let me check the cost.
I think they're 100 caps.
Yeah.
Because you had 70 success, it cost you 75 caps.
Yeah, I could use one for grease to upgrade my armor to reinforced leather.
Okie dokie.
So you buy the reinforcement cap?
Yeah.
Okay. Take 75 caps off. He hands you the reinforcement cap. Smiles at all of you. Pleasure.
I would like a reinforcement kit, but I'm going to be a little Scottish in my spending.
Fuck off.
Harsh. Harsh.
No, the Scots are known for being frugal.
No, we're known for having no sense with money. There's a difference. Like, this isn't even a joke, this is a literal thing. We tried to start our own colony at one point, put all of our money into one big box, it was called the Darien Scheme. We tried to go to Panama, make a colony there, failed, spent all our money, everybody died, went into such massive debt that we had to join with England, and that's how you get the UK.
Yeah, I need more DT so I can actually put my new perk to use. Also, I'm sitting at 100 battle saddles now.
So, see if they have armor for you real quick.
They've bought reinforcement cap.
Yeah, I just have to get grease to apply it.
There is that workshop in the way home, or not home, Ashtown.
Let's go and finish our contract, and then hopefully I can borrow somebody's workshop to apply it.
You wouldn't need to. If you choose, you can just stop in that place where you found the APC. It's on the road.
Yeah, it's on the way back.
Do you want to stop there?
I'm willing to go all the way back just to get it done.
Well, I mean, we're heading in that direction anyway. It's literally on the way to where we're headed.
Hey, Sundancer?
Yep.
I'm easy going with this.
Roll me luck real quick.
Just a straight roll?
Just a straight roll. Yeah, awesome. Sees the helicopter that's being shot down goes overhead. Some of the leaking oil lands on you. You're now covered. You're now like greasy. You're oily. You're dirty.
Oh, me?
No, me.
So, it's like I'm a mechanic. I'm used to having grease on me.
No, like
No,
you. It's
no,
not
me.
covered.
It's me, Sundance.
Ah,
How do you react to being covered in oil?
Is just my luck, isn't it? Try to wipe it all off.
passes them a couple of absorbent rags.
Thank you about that. This nasty business, this is. So yeah, I just spent a couple of minutes just wiping this stuff off.
Caravan's all smiles and they thank you a couple of times, and then they start to wander off, going towards the city at this point.
Oh, before they take off, I would let them know that they should probably avoid the hospital unless they want to be shot.
They nod their heads and they mutter something like, probably those raiders again, thank you, and they stumble off.
Well, if they wander into the hospital, they'll get a rude surprise.
Take -2 karma because you just told people who need healing supplies there were none, and that they should avoid the place.
No, I didn't tell them that there were no supplies. I told them that most of the supplies were tainted, and I also told them that they should avoid the place unless they want to be shot. If anything, by not saying anything to them, I would have incurred negative karma.
They told you they were looking for medical supplies.
And I told them that the medical supplies at the hospital were bad, and that they would probably be shot if they went into the hospital.
I disagree with your logic, but I will accept it and move on.
Take -5 karma for arguing with the game master.
No, no. See, unlike
As a
most,
player, I will take -5 karma. As my character, not only no, but he'll know.
as a player, you just want to correct me more than I want to correct you, so don't worry about it.
Everybody got... Adagio got the joke.
I missed it, went over my head.
Never piss off the game master.
After the traders leave, Mayuda's going to look at Seabreeze. You've been a good girl, and hands her a Sparkle Cola.
Two seconds, I'm front open down, then I will get to that. She grins, looks up at you. Thank you, mommy number 2. And she guzzles it. Awesome, you have a caffeinated child. Violet, she's riding on your back still. She's bouncing on your back now. She just rambles about stuff about how life was awesome above the clouds and how she's going to learn to fly one day and she's going to make everything great. This continues for the next several hours as you make your way back to the gas station you encountered the ghouls at.
At some point, the bouncing and the weird, the hyperactivity would have Violet take her off her back and go, all right, now you're going to run around and burn off some of that energy while we're walking.
She does that with absolute glee. And by the time, it takes you about 3 or 4 hours, by the time you arrive at the gas station, she's tired. She's looking up at you with her ears are flopped down. Mommy number 1, I'm tired.
You know what? At that point, if she is tired, Violet would pick her up and put her back on her back.
She smiles. You're awesome. She starts to nuzzle into your mane and is quite happy again.
So, Blueberry,
Yes.
when we get somewhere that's relatively safe, can you take the small child out for target practice?
I suppose.
Excuse me, what? Context?
Turns around, looks at Violet, so she can learn to protect herself. Oh, do you assume
Okay.
that I am absolutely the worst all the time now?
No, just
Riven pipes up at this.
context.
Riven pipes up at this. Yes.
Context was quite clear.
Yes, I assume the worst in you. So,
I believe the context was quite clear. I may be a mercenary, but I don't kill children.
no, what the I think everybody's shooting over each other's heads right now. Great. You arrive back at the workshop, not the workshop, the gas station.
That has a workshop.
At a workshop and a BTR that you still don't understand what's wrong with that. Just say that out loud, Tom.
Pardon me?
Say that out loud when you typed out. I know we were all talking shit.
As we are getting to the campsite, Grease goes fumbling in his saddlebag and brings out a bottle and hands it to Mayunda. He goes, "Here, good little zebra. Or should we call you Taint Monster to scare people?"
Mayuda clearly wants to be upset with you. Thinks about it for a minute. I suppose taint monster is better than child.
Nope, you're a zebra.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Aren't you a zebra?
Yes, but how is... So in other words, if I'm a zebra, I was never a child, She wants to hit you with the bottle of rum, but doesn't want to waste the rum.
Yenda, stop and think for a moment. I'm calling you what you are, a little zebra. But you're not a child.
That got racist real fast.
No, it isn't. I'm not...
It came out your mouth, it did.
Maybe the way I said it, yes.
Yeah, anyway,
But you're a cute zebra. And you'll knock the crap out of anybody who gives you grief.
Can't argue with your logic. This upsets me.
What's worse is I don't understand my logic.
Circular logic is great. Violet, what are you doing?
are we going to be camping out here, or are we going to continue on to Ashtown?
I believe we're stopping here so that I can get the reinforcement kit put on my armor.
Oh, in which case then Violet would stay outside with Seabreeze because it's nicer outside than it is in a hot, stuffy building.
Oh. Excuse me.
So, who's entering the building?
Say again?
Who is entering the building?
I guess I am, because I need the workbench in there, I guess.
And me too,
sometimes
because it's
would
my
well.
armor.
Okay, so a couple of things. Sundance, you've never been here. I'll get to you in a second. But everybody that does go into the building, roll me endurance to see if you can stand the smell of the rotting... The already rotted bodies have rotted further because you killed them and nobody's moved them.
Oh, dear Lord.
They stink. They're nasty.
We should have...
No, I'm not going in there.
You're refusing?
Yep.
Well, since I have a 12 endurance, I guess I'll drag the bodies out the back.
You can do it if you want. The smell's going to linger a while.
Oh, it's going to linger a long while. They have had to remove concrete when people have died on a piece of concrete and sat there for weeks.
Oh, this hasn't been weeks. This has been a day. But they're ghouls, and it's a hot building, and it's a hot day.
No, that literally the goo from their body will permeate the concrete and the odor.
Sundance.
Yes.
Roll me an academics and lore, please, to see if you know what the big vehicle is.
Can I
Wait
roll
a
it?
second.
Just a straight roll?
Just a straight roll. You don't need to, Tom, because you... Well, that was the very first week when they came here, so you weren't actually here yourself, but your character wasn't that. It would have been told to you what it is.
Well, it's not a critical fail.
You don't have a clue. You just know it's an APC.
That's a door, right?
Yeah, it's like a rolling shutter that you can go in.
Then can't we just go through that?
You can, if you so wish.
Then why would the smell be an issue?
Because you were walking to the front door. Your tokens were moving there anyway.
Well, then we'll walk into the garage.
I actually did not move my token at all.
Well, I'm going to stop when the smell hits me.
It's not as bad in the workshop. It still stinks, but it's not as bad.
It should be a lot better considering there's a door and a wall.
I think I showed up at the very end of this massacre.
So, Tom, are you going inside or are you staying outside?
I will go inside and see how bad the odor is.
It is tolerable. You can tolerate the smell.
Weren't we here before?
Hi, Nat One.
Oh, I don't mind the smell at all.
You go flying fuck. In fact, you don't even notice that.
I smell grease and go home.
Exactly. You smell grease and broken vehicles, and you're like, I'm back at home.
Mayuda gags.
It sucks, but it's okay.
Grease is like,
Home.
and Munda's like,
I'm hearing the others going,
You know, if not for the bodies, this would make a decent place for a base camp.
I mean, I could move the bodies out the back and we just wait till it airs out.
Let's do that.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of my armor so that Grease can work on it, and then go drag the bodies out the back.
And Mayunda will go outside with him and stand watch.
could dig a trench and bury him.
A good 50 feet from the back door.
Exactly. Just gonna go stand out here, stand watch. Totally not a green zebra right now.
Little Pip, quick question.
Go ahead.
Was there any place in here that they hadn't searched?
No, they searched this whole thing. It's been loud.
Alright, no problem.
You can have a look inside the BTR, see if you can find anything else, because my under set off the fire extinguisher and got out, and it was pretty dark.
Okay, roll luck.
Yeah, roll luck. Meanwhile,
I'm gonna go take the armor, get the metal plates with the rivets, so I can, because that's probably all it is I'm riveting metal plates on. Or reinforcing.
does anybody know off the top of their head the rules for reinforcement? Well, I need to go look up. Because there is a workbench, so it gets a bonus.
Reinforcing is creating armor. To make a reinforcement kit is...
They have the reinforcement kit, they just want to install it to the
Oh,
armor.
then it's just a repair roll and you get 25 for having an actual bench.
Okay, so make a repair mechanics code plus 25, please. Violet, what are you doing whilst they are all moving the bodies and working on the repairs? And Sundance, you're fascinated by this armored vehicle.
Well, while they're doing what they're doing, Violet is just gonna, keep an eye on things outside, because she remembers how bad it smelled the first time. Yeah, it can't smell good in there, so she's just gonna stay outside.
9 degrees of success on the riveting.
Was that a bird?
That was a foster that had been attacked. She'd had to have an eye taken out. She had to get spayed. She also had to get a very large fatty tumor removed. She's not a happy little dog.
No, that's pretty bad, God. So, we've been playing for an hour and a half. Do people want to take a break here?
Yeah, I could use some more water and a bio break.
Okay, call it 5 minutes from now, so wherever you are in the world, it'll be 18, 19 minutes past. Revum has actually been helping you do this. The two of you have been playing tag and tic-tac-toe and various games to keep her occupied. She is quite happy. Okay,
She needs to learn how to play football. Go long!
I thought we were going to do that with my undone Blueberry.
Well, once Blueberry's done moving the bodies, Mayuda will bring a grease smear, a set of armor, and a cloak.
I got a hobby.
Look up at her. Can Can you make this fit me? And can you make this, cloak not a small ragged thing?
I will do what I can. What do I need to roll for this? Again, repair and mechanics?
Yes. What type of armor was it? Hold on, what type of armor was it?
Reinforced plated leather armor and a ragged cloak.
Okay. So roll me repair mechanics twice at plus. Did you say it was 25 or 20?
For the workbench, you said it was plus 25?
Yeah. Okay. So 2 at plus 25. Essentially, the first one is to make it fitter, and then you're going to use the excess leather to make the cloak not a piece of shit. First one passed, so the armor now fits, so you've got a bunch of excess leather. You also passed. It is now a fully conditioned 100% leather cloak. It's still basically a blanket for the kid, but yeah.
It has a couple of drawstrings that you can tighten it to make it fit better. But if you loosen them, you can use it as a blanket.
You have an happy zebra noises.
Have I said it before? You're adorable.
Sorry, just...
She still has to wear the sports helmet, but at least her body is protected.
So this is just me throwing out an idea, because I don't know if this would work or not. Surely if you're making the armor smaller, there would be less plating in it. Right? Or am I not understanding how this works?
If you make it smaller, there is physically less plating, yes. However, the plating still covers the same body parts.
Okay, that's fine.
That's the protection.
The objective is to make it proportionately to the size of the person, not make it actually provide less protection.
Okay, that's fine. I wasn't sure how that would work. That's fine, I'll accept that.
Happy zebra noises. Happy zebra noises. Happy zebra noises.
I think Tom's been trying to slide into your DMs and they've been going over your head for you, goddamn. Moving on. Sundancer, what are you doing?
I'm basically just a little kid in a candy store, aren't I, in this thing?
It's old war tech. It's cool as shit as far as you're concerned.
So a kid in the candy store?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing then until someone snaps me out of it.
You all know that there is a turret position for a cannon or a machine gun, you're not sure what, but it's been removed. It's also a bit wet in here and a bit foamy.
Yeah. Well, pretend it's there and pretend to shoot it.
So, everybody, with that, I'll give it a chance to send. Blueberry, what are you doing? You've moved all the bodies.
Hanging with Mionda, I guess.
So you're in there as well. Violet, Rhythm and you've been playing tag and you've eventually meandered into the building as Thingy starts to get a bit more tired. And everybody, you all hear from within and you see the turret start to rotate slowly. Pew 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 pew. In fact, James, can you do it in your character's voice? Make pew pew noises.
Yahoo!
Oh, pew 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 pew.
Myunda face hooves and giggles.
Someone seems to be having fun.
Do we need to get that back operational so that, you can actually do that for real?
I have the gun, but it needs a lot of work.
We can get this thing operational, you say?
I'm pretty sure we would need to find parts.
You hear a lot of happy horse noises.
The bolt is broken.
Everybody, if you want to participate, in fact, no, I'll make it easier. If you want to help Greece figure out what's wrong with it, please declare that now, and then we'll give you the bonus.
I will help.
I suppose I will help.
I have a 24 to my repair and mechanics, but I'll look it over and see what I can see.
So everybody, roll me repair mechanics. Tom, you wait. I'm going to see what everybody else gets.
Did you see what I said in chat? I don't know if that would work.
Well, we got one success.
Yay, armor upgrades.
I don't know if that works for a helmet, because you're just strapping extra metal onto it, you're not really shaping it?
You have to create a recipe for reinforcing helmets, and generally you're reinforcing frame or you're reinforcing with extra protection. But yeah, it's a created recipe between the GM and the player.
Oh, I'm right there creating a recipe using leftover parts.
I will get back to you, because I will need to think about how that would work. Miranda, are you going to help with the repairs?
I mean,
Miranda has no idea how to fix this thing.
In fact, you don't even know how the hell this thing runs, much less how the fuck it would be fixed.
Exactly.
Okay, so only one of you passed, so that's plus... no, plus 5? 10?
Plus 10.
Yeah, it's plus 10. I thought it was plus 10. Okay, so, Grease, roll me repair mechanics at plus 10 to see if you can figure out what's fully wrong with this thing. Beyond the obvious fact that it's missing 2 front wheels.
So, plus 10 to this?
Yes. Splendid! So, as you go around on the inside, you find that there's actually not an engine inside of it. The engine's been taken out.
Yeah, I looked up the back engine hatch and say, I know why it doesn't run.
There's a massive part missing, the engine. As well as that, the transmission is busted. Missing 2 front wheels. It needs to have another replacement sparkle battery, I forget how you say it. And it needs fuel.
And
beyond that... Go on.
Oh, and unfortunately, the engine that's supposed to go in this is the same thing they used in the Chieftain tank.
This is a BTR... Well...
I'm making a joke at the Chieftain's expense.
It's went over my head.
70% chance of not being operational because it was such a badly made engine.
Sorry, it's went over my head, Tom. Sorry.
You didn't have a good engine.
It's British. Of course it didn't have a good engine.
Or we could make use of a modified spell matrix in place of the motor.
Could do.
Still need a transmission.
Still need a transmission, you still need fuel. And you still need wheels. There's 2 front wheels missing. Although it is a BTR, so you could just replace like one of the middle ones and put it in the front, it would probably still work. That's just part of the map. Those
I see somebody clicking on the tires in there.
I will give you that it's rubber tires, but it's not a full on the rest of the actual wheel. It's just the tires. I didn't consider that when I picked this map. But yeah, let me make a handout so you can see what's wrong with it, and then I will actually write up how much that's going to be.
I will go around and tap the barrels that are laying around, see if there's any fuel in any of them.
Oh yes, roll me luck. That was a good idea.
Well, in the meantime, I guess with the rest of the party's permission, I'll go take the filly out to give some target practice.
Survey says...
Just as long as you're not using the Philly 4 target practice.
Just make sure she doesn't get hurt, and make sure she's using Myota points at the 9mm SMG, that gun, so she gets used to it.
Okay.
But I'm tired.
Actually, now is when she'd learn better.
Yeah,
Myota looks over and goes, "You can drink that sparkle cola now."
She already drank it.
Oh.
She guzzled it as soon as you gave it to her.
Thinks about it. It's about lunchtime, right?
Yeah, about lunchtime. Just before.
Hands her the second sparkle cola.
She guzzles it again.
There, in about 3 minutes, you'll be bouncing off the walls. And have your full undivided attention to points at Blueberry. Him.
Fine, if Mommy says I have to. She turns to Violet. Do I have to?
You need to be able to use that in our defense if we need it. So yes, you do have to. But Mayunda did give you another Sparkle Cola. So you have to listen to her.
That Dexter's Lab moment when the mom just points and you hear the whole snap and everything. Whoosh. Yep, that.
Do I have to, Zebra Mommy that's the same size as me?
Whoosh. Points outside.
Life was easier in the clouds.
Yes, and you're not in the clouds anymore, and it's definitely better than being in the cage.
Her ears droop and her head droops. Okay. She'll trudge out and she'll follow wherever Blueberry goes.
Out this door. And over here.
So, as predicted, within about 3 minutes, all the caffeine and sugar causes the kid to be all excited and jittery. Her wings are actually going, they're flittering gently. She's trying to get lift. She's failing, but she's trying.
Hey guys, you know what would be a great target?
What?
Those green things out front.
The gas pumps?
Nothing could go wrong using those as targets, right?
I assume Blueberry would have more sense than that.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to be an asshole here. I'm going to just say, yes, you're not that fucking stupid.
Can I roll luck to see if those gas pumps still work?
You sure as shit can. So, sorry Tom, I did you say right there. There's no fuel, but you also don't spill the oil all over yourself.
That's 1 point of success.
You turn on the pump, you pull out the nozzle, and you dribble a little bit of fuel on yourself, and then it goes off. There's no gas here.
Need for any fuel, and there's no power to the pump motor anyways.
There is a locked terminal in here, I will remind you, because your only computer expert can't read. He does know how to use robots, he does know how to fix spell matrices, but when it comes to reading, he's like, wait, what was that? What's reading?
He's cross-eyed, huh?
Yeah, he's cross-eyed.
He ends up able to basically hack into robots by looking at the pretty pictures.
The pretty pictures. To learn a new skill, is there a set formula, or will I just make one?
If she has the Cutie Mark Crusader perk, she can automatically learn 5 points of a skill from any person. May only learn the same skill once. Otherwise, she learns 1 point per training session that lasts over an hour.
Okay. So, you train her for an hour, I'm assuming? Do you go longer?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
So
so
we're ready to leave, or
just maybe a quick battle saddles roll. Just to make sure you can actually hit the broad side of a barn.
okay.
Because how's she gonna learn if you fuck up? You nearly fucked up. You nearly fucked that up. So your first shot goes wide, but then eventually you stop, you teach her how to take a breath, and you
That's
start to slowly
still a
pick up.
hit, you know.
Oh yeah, you hit. It's just your first one is a fuck up, and then after that you stop, you take a deep breath, and then you slowly teach her how to actually shoot a gun, and she will get 1 point in firearms.
Cause yeah, that ain't even a crit fail.
Oh, that was just for your whole training session. So you fucked up the.
No, I'm
first
just
one,
saying,
yeah.
it's not even a crit fail.
You still learn.
Yay for $8.
So whilst they're training, is anybody else doing anything?
Violet is going to pop the top on a Sparkle Cola Red and down it because kids are fucking exhausting.
Yes.
Mayuda's going to look at Grease Smear, appreciate the armor, and then put the 50 caliber machine gun on the table and go, is there any chance you can fix this too?
Roll repair mechanics at the same bonus to see what's wrong. What's wrong with it?
Oh, this would be 25 because I got it on a workbench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My voice is going 1 sec. Sorry, my voice was going all fucked there. Yes, plus 25, that's what I'm saying. I did write what was wrong with it, but I can't find it anymore.
I just realized
Look
something.
at it, that, well, the bolt spring needs to be replaced. The bolt.
No, hold up. I did write it down. I'm just seeing if I can find where I wrote it down. I also did say at least one of the things that was broken with it, if anybody can remember.
All I remember is it's at 0%. It is still a gun. It is not scrap metal, but it is technically completely broken.
Okay, so I can't.
We're going to say it's busted. Fix it.
Hold on. So I can't find what I've written down, so I'm going to write it down now. Somebody else write this down, just in case I fuck up again.
Okay.
Well, since Mayenda wants it, she can write it.
The barrel is warped. The extractor is jammed, and the feed mechanism is more or less scrap metal. It needs to be replaced.
Basically, I open up the cover, the top cover of the 50, turn it upside down, and shake, and everything comes falling out. If it's all scrap metal, that's what it is.
By the way, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Oh, and the headspace and timing's off.
Go ahead, Glacier.
Would his cutie mark skill be bluff and intimidation, considering he's meant to be like a tank by basically convincing others to attack him instead?
You get to declare your own cutie mark skill, and then you take it as a tag skill. So you get 2 tag skills, then your cutie mark one, which you declare.
I have battle settles, bluff and intimidation, and hacking and matrix tech tagged.
Okay, so
you pick one and you put a star next to it to indicate this is your cutie mark skill.
I've written it down. I'm assuming you've written it down as well, Fee.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
I'm also going to write down, well, I remember what's actually wrong with the BTR.
I think it'd be easier to get her a new 50 and save this for parts.
You're not going to find one of those all that commonly, remember.
She's really attached to this one for some reason.
She squeezed the barrel too hard. It's warped.
No, she didn't squeeze it too hard. She fucking yanked it out of a turret.
Goes to another garage, crits, there's 5 of them. Crits luck, I mean.
And Mayunda insists still on fixing this one.
But
I mean,
all
if there
five
were
of them
five
are
of
still in
them,
cosmoline. They're all packed in heavy grease. You have to clean it.
well, I mean, if we found 5 of them, it doesn't matter what condition they'd be in. With the right perks, we could fix that one.
Right.
Hold on, I'm writing stuff down just so I don't forget things. Transmission was broken, missing 2 wheels, engine was busted. Also needed a new spark battery, yes? Is that all it was for the BTR?
Think so.
Yeah.
I haven't determined exactly what amount of scrap metal and stuff you'll need, so I'm putting TBD just so I can get back to this.
Fiaura, you know what a packed in grease weapon is like, right?
Yes.
Can you imagine getting 5 50 cals all packed in grease? Do you imagine what Mayenda would look like afterwards?
There'd be 2 of them in a battle saddle.
Oh God!
There'd be a mini grease smear.
There'd be 2 of them in a battle saddle. She would totally swig down a bottle of beer before starting and then go, "All right, let's level this place."
And we'll hook up a brass catcher.
Okay, you should now have in your notes the BTR for all of you, and Mayunda is just grease and Mayunda for time being. I need to actually determine how much it's going to take to repair it, because I forgot to do that. I'm probably just going to roll for it, but oh well. So yeah, all that's done, dusted, we're sorted, blah 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 blah. Okay, so who's the last person to declare an action? I forgot. Was Mayunda in Greece, wasn't it? Because you were fixing the 5th cal?
Yep.
Yeah,
that thing is going to need at least 20
Look
scrap
at it.
metal.
Why don't we get you a new one?
You need at minimum 20 scrap metal to even think about fixing this.
Because we haven't found a new one yet.
Like I said, I opened up the top of it, turned it upside down, and all these broken parts came out. I'll use a quote as a friend who had to deal with an idiot who fired. He melted the barrel on a 50, and the bolt broke. And he looked at him and said, "Son, you just broke I don't know how much 50 cals cost then, but he said 50 caliber machine gun. Let's see, a week extra duty for the melted barrel, and for how many broken parts are inside of it is going to be a week for each one. Bolt was broken in 4 pieces. He got 4 extra weeks of extra duty because of that." Well, Violet did something great.
I was about to ask what are those rules for, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
Addiction chance on the Sparkle Cola Red and adjustment to its radiation based on resistance.
Wait, that has an addiction chance?
Yeah, 5% addiction
Rad
chance.
has an addiction chance, yes.
I did not know that. Okay.
Regular Sparkle Cola doesn't.
I'll stick to sarsaparillas and other stuff.
Though the things you can actually do with Sparkle Cola Rad are terrifying.
Yeah, you can make fun explosives.
Not just that.
No, I don't know anybody that does that.
Sparkle Cola Rad is the base of a plastic explosive.
No, Sparkle Cola Rad is the base of a sparkle grenade, which is 200 plus 10d10, burning AoE 20. It is literally the base
Sundance.
of a mini nuke grenade.
Yep. Sundance, what are you doing?
Well, after pretending to play with BTR and then checking to see if the gas pumps work, he's just gonna wait around and see if everyone else is finished.
So I'm going to preempt myself because I know everybody can say the same thing. Does anybody want to declare any further actions?
I mean,
No.
Finishes.
Blueberry is just going to be teaching Philly how to shoot until we're ready to go.
She listens to every word and she's hanging on every word. Her wings are fluttering, and she actually does an okay job.
Mayunda's going
She's-
to... Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say she's still terrible, but she's doing okay. Go ahead, sorry.
Mayunda's going to go around and secure all the other external doors. Make sure they're all locked, or move something in the way of them so they can't be opened. And do the same thing for all the open windows.
Grease, after finishing all that work, eats a little something, puts his cloak down on a bare piece of asphalt or concrete, and lays down. He worked his butt off.
Wait, is Grease Mirror a mirror?
Silly, I'm sorry. She worked her butt off.
Risk has been keeping to himself. He's still grumbling about being woken up and not being allowed to be a terrible, terrible equine anymore. And Riven is still kind of hanging out with you, Violet. So,
I mean, it's kind of weird for her to be hanging out with me, considering I was up for reforming a raider.
she's convinced one of them's a raider, one of them's been busy working, one of them's teaching a child to fire a gun, and the other one's fucking weird, just crawling around the APC going pew 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 pew. You're the most normal of them.
I think I'm the normal one.
No, you're busy. Have you ever had somebody come up and constantly bother you while you're working? It's really not fun.
I'm the most normal one.
Says a lot about your group. So, what did you do? You reinforced the armor, made a cloak and refitted, worked on the APC, taught her how to fire a gun at the same time. You've been here for about 3 hours.
More than that. Because just doing a full check over in the APC would probably be a 2-hour job for me.
Did you want to excruciating? Yeah, you had help, so no. You would have been directing them where to go and what to look for. Not that any of them were that useful, but yeah.
Alright, let's... Once Mayunda's done securing the building. Basically moving the shelves or anything that is available to block any other entrance but the front door and the garage doors.
Okay. You can do that. You have enough strength. I won't make you roll.
She starts getting her stuff together to move so we can get back to town tonight.
Alrighty, I guess we have to go.
Brisk pipes up. Are they even gonna let me into town at this point?
Well, you took the raider armor off, and yeah, you look fine. I mean, we just give you a bath later.
I don't like those. No.
You die from them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I go inside one, my skin will fall off.
Bath, or I stop giving you booze.
He just shrugs. I will find
Where's
my
the
own.
Where's the bathtub?
I mean, there's toilets in the back with sinks and urinals if you really want to make him take a bath.
He has to want to. And you guys are surprised when you see me take a tub of orange stuff and go into the bathroom and come off looking back to my normal coat of molten metal colored with bits of black here and there.
And just to make things easy on Brisk, Violet steps over and casts Clean.
He smiles. See? I don't need to take no bath.
Oh, you probably will when I'm not around.
There will be other unicorns, or I will stay dirty. Because raiders, for whatever reason, are opposed to hygiene.
Actually, I beg to differ. In a number of locations where there are going to be raiders, you will find soap. They understand personal hygiene. They're just also mostly drug-addled crazy, so...
Stop disproving me, I don't like it. I'm joking.
Seriously, play the game.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't... I mean, not that I can think of off the top of my head, but I don't doubt you. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of anything, but I don't doubt you.
Well, soap was first introduced in Fallout 4, but in most raider encampments, you can find a Braxo powder, which is a stand-in for soap.
In fairness, you can find that fucking anywhere in Fallout.
Yeah, but you can also find it in fairly significant quantities in raider dens.
I won't argue the point with you. I'll accept it. I will accept defeat gracefully. Oh, so you get struck by lightning. I'm just kidding.
Is there a chem station in here?
No.
Okay. Never mind them.
There's one in town. You remember seeing one in the doctor's office, but no, not in here. Anyway, are we moving on to the next area? Yes, yes, no.
Unless somebody protests.
No, I'm good.
Somebody please throw your tokens up to the
Fucking Frieza.
Sorry?
Ah, nice try. Next time, bring your A game.
I will make you be struck by lightning, bitch.
Dragon Ball Z abridged. If I'm as evil as you say, God strike me down now. Gets struck by lightning. That line follows. One of my favorite lines in the entire series.
So, everybody have your tokens up here. You don't fuck it, I'm gonna do it, because I'm an asshole. So everybody's talking, I'm not listening, anybody? Nope.
Well...
Sorry, just 2 seconds. And just let me throw down the guards, and then we will continue.
Why is there 2 grease?
I don't know.
Excuse me?
Your character was duplicated, so it was.
Oh, I'm way up. Yeah, I'm way up there. I'm looking at the wrong half of the map.
So, you come back to town. It's another couple of hours on the road. It's now towards evening time. As you come up to the front gate, gates are locked, and there's 2 different guards. You haven't seen these 2 guards before. They're different in that they're 2 zebras, and they look identical. Not in a racist way, they're twins.
So they fit the racist stereotype.
They fit the racist stereotype, but it's not me being racist.
Violet would step up to the gate and flash her caravan badge. We're the group that was sent out to the hospital.
One brother looks at the other. I don't remember nothing about no hospital group. Do you? No, I think I need something to jog my memory.
Go get the doctor.
But why would we need the doctor? I can't remember.
Please.
One brother is distinctly uninterested. The other one, he takes a second look, looks you up and down, and turns back to his brother, shaking his head. Nah, it's not worth it. Just do the next ones to come in. They nod to each other, and then the gates are open for you. Welcome to Ashtown.
Did you two really just try to extort us?
They shrug.
Looks up at them. I swear you were about to extort a sister. What is wrong with you?
You ain't no sister of mine.
Blueberry just looks down at them. We're doing your town a favor.
Again, they shrug. We just want some extra cabs. God just sucks for pay.
Maybe find new jobs.
Show them some extra caps. I'll break their kneecaps.
But that requires actually going out and maybe dying, and I don't want to die. I'm gonna stay here.
Want more caps? Work harder. That's how the world works.
I prefer working smarter, and that means conning idiots.
Yeah, so you con the wrong person and they shoot you in the head. Then how do you deal with it?
Actually, as soon as we're done dealing with the doctor and making sure that the caravan has the proper medical supplies and passing over the identification tags, I'm gonna go find the person who runs this place.
Yeah, we're Mayuna is gonna join Violet, and we're gonna go report the guards.
Use our grass bags. Your grass bags. Nice, I like it.
We're keeping the guards honest.
I like it. I'm totally okay with this.
Because
We'll come back to that because you'll meet them later. But that's fine. We'll come back to that. So, for the benefit of the people who have not met the doctor is... I did write up a proper description. Where is it? I can't find my proper description. Oh, fucking well. So, you come to the doctor's tent, and inside there is a... What did I do with that? It's a light blue dragon, and it has seafoam green accents, so its horns, the inside of its wings, etc. I can't find my full-on description, sorry.
He's on the map.
She's on the map, so imagine that, but instead of being white, it's electric blue, and then it's seafoam green. I don't know what I did with it. Oh well, it's not important. As well as that, inside you also find the purple alicorn. Sapphire's still here, and as soon as she sees you, Miranda, she brightens up. The little one has returned.
Hi!
Oh.
Yes! Runs up and hugs her. I actually missed you.
She hugs back. I missed this one too. Meanwhile, the dragon, Leki, or Electra, however you want to call her, she's in the background. She's at her chemistry set, and she's just straight up making drugs. She's currently making dash.
Well, that explains the smell.
She turns around. Oh, hi, hey, hi.
Mayunda comes over and whispers in her ear, You know, if you add some Sparkle Cola and some sugar bombs to that, you can make a much better version called Rainbow.
She grins at you. I will give you the caps to go and find those ingredients right now.
In a minute. Violet needs to talk to you. Goes back to hugging the alicorn.
She wraps her wings around you. She hugs you tight. She turns, and now the doctor turns to you, Violet. Oh, hi, Violet. Hi. How are you?
A fair bit more sober than you are at the moment, but we figured out what's wrong with the whole 9 yards at the hospital.
Oh, what's wrong? Wrong's bad. We want good.
Well, somebody had set up an experimental facility in the basement of the hospital, researching the effects of taint.
Huh. Really?
Yes, so we marked the locations you can scavenge from safely to get more medical supplies, and also you're going to need these. And she has passes over the collection of the badges for the IFF system at the hospital.
You not one fee. God damn. Okay, I'll get to you in a second. Oh, one of these. These are really pretty. She nibbles on it. It tastes horrible, though.
Don't eat it.
Not food?
No, those are IFF tags. The hospital is currently in full lockdown mode, and the turrets are active. Those will let you get in and get out without being shot.
And the turrets will shoot anyone else that comes near it, so you can exclusively scavenge everything from there. Including the turrets.
On the jet for a moment. Fee, I fucking hate you for getting that one, by the way. I made you roll -3, you still fucking passed. So, yeah. At the mention of the taint experiments, Sapphire isn't hugging you as tight, she's listening in intently. She kind of lost interest in you for a moment.
By the by, dinner is happening here, so I'm going to be stepping away. So if you wanted to deal with other people, and just assume that Violet is filling in Electra with all of the information and parceling out the medical supplies that are necessary to fill out the caravan's order, and then people who want to deal with bartering with the town for the remaining medical supplies, have at.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, she's still got her hooves around you, but she's not really holding you, she's not really listening, she's kinda in her own bubble. So, what are the rest of you doing whilst one embraces an alicorn, the other one is sitting there having a conversation? Tom, you get to go first. What are you doing?
I've been thinking of different ways to modifying different weapons for people. And I'm in thought in that. Like, gee, what could I do to Mayenda's sledgehammer to make it more dangerous? And I keep coming back to maybe putting a sharpened railroad spike on one end.
Oh, Mayuda's hammer has one modification, custom grip. That's it. Yeah,
I know, I'm just thinking of how would I... Could you imagine if you had a impact spike on one end?
No, but I could imagine if you, like, weighted the business end with, like, a mercury core.
Y'all don't have mercury. God damn. You can weight it, but you don't have mercury yet.
We can literally break 6 thermometers, and that's enough mercury to weight it.
God damn. That's evil.
You could...
Well, we could use depleted uranium in there and just seal it back up inside.
You're not using depleted uranium. I will not let you go full on America. You're not bringing freedom.
You could put a balance rod on the other end to make it easier for her to swing and use. You could surround.
You're also going with the. Sorry.
You could surround the top of it with serrated. You could weld nails into each end of it.
You were also going to stick a bunch of hoof cuffs that you managed to find and use them as a mace or something.
I have considered this idea. I haven't actually committed to it yet, but yes, the idea was to hook the hoof cuffs one after the other into the base of it and use it as a flail.
If Fiaura,
Yes.
you know what Myunda needs?
What?
Myunda needs Adam's judgment.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. No. Anyway, yeah, you could do a lot of things. Any melee mod you could do to it, just figure out how to do it and talk to Pip. But yeah, Myunda would be like
after this. Yeah.
So long.
I'm just sitting there. You say he's in thought, or she's in thought. And you ask her, Grease, what? She's in thought of modifying different things.
It's not the clear action. You're just thinking very, very hard.
So long as it is in fact still the hammer that her grandmother used, that her mother used, and that she now uses, she's happy. Oh, and then her great-grandpappy swung an equestrian army guys with.
I'm gonna break your favorite toy.
And she will do the same thing she's doing with the 50 cal, run around and try to get it fixed.
Okay, so let's get action from you, James. James.
I'm here. Sundown is going to try and see if he can get a better weapon than his crummy laser pistol.
So, I will point out, you've never been in this town before. You know you're in Baltimore, because you can see the skyline off in the distance. You specifically, please roll me perception.
Again, just a straight roll?
Just a straight roll. If I'm going to give you a bonus or malice, I will tell you. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Roll 20 just doesn't like me today.
Apparently not.
I mean, I will tell you what I was actually going to make you roll for, because I don't know how to tell you how you fucked it up. I was going to make you roll to see if you could see the smoke from that helicopter crash from earlier, but I don't know how the fuck to tell you that you're so badly wrong. You don't have a fucking clue. I genuinely don't.
Maybe he thinks it's a storm cloud?
Fuck it, that is the actual best I can come up with. I genuinely don't know how you could have fucked that up any worse.
I mean, smoke at a distance does kind of look like a very, very dark storm cloud.
You think it's going to rain the next day?
Oh. Is that a rain cloud over there?
Do you ask any of the other party members this?
Yes, I said that out loud. It's like, is that a rain cloud?
I look.
Roll perception.
Just short.
It's definitely not a rain cloud. I don't really know what it is, but it's not a rain cloud. It's smoke of some kind.
Blueberry responds with, that's not a rain cloud. That's... We may want to check that out.
So, James, you were going to go and look in the shop.
Yes.
I'm going to just throw it down now for everybody. Even though you haven't visited every single building, I will just throw them so everybody can see them, because it's easier that way for me.
I'm also going to have to book in 15 minutes to go to work.
Oh, sad face.
Alright, I'm coming around for another half an hour we'll try and go for. We're probably not going to go very far beyond town. You might start off in the next area, but I doubt it. I reckon you'll probably just go and wander around town and discover things.
Alright, if that's the case, I can probably leave at about 22 at the latest. So
Don't
25 minutes.
Don't be late for work. Just
No, it's alright. I can leave it at 22, and that's the absolute latest that I could leave. So about 25 minutes. I'd still be in work on time.
as long as you're not going to be late.
I won't be late. 20 minutes is usually at the same time. Usually, roughly the time it takes me to walk to work.
Okay. So yeah, you can tell just by the amount of traffic that it's on the text thing, sorry, that this is most certainly the trade hub. The town you're in is, you can tell it's a trade town. It's obvious with the amount of caravans coming in and out. So, do you go to the trade floor?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So I'm just writing out what all the buildings are so that in future you can just kind of go. Some of these you won't have a clue about yet, but oh well. So, move dog, please. Does anybody go shopping as well?
Sure.
I mean, Mayuta would look around for a weapons repair kit. Other than that, nothing.
If you're going shopping, just move your token.
But
Janet.
the only thing Mayuta would want is a weapons repair kit. Other than that, she's going to spend time with the Alicorn and spend time helping the dragon make drugs.
Roll me, even though it's chemistry, I will let you roll alchemy because you're assisting, so yeah. You're trying to make zebra drugs, because zebra drugs are cool. Drugs are cool, kids. Holy shit. You've just made the best damn batch of drugs ever. you made Rainbow, and it is the best Rainbow ever.
So helping make Rainboom and Stampede.
I will let you declare that, yes.
Okay.
I'll make her roll her chemistry as well.
Wait,
No, I can now.
What's your luck?
My luck is now 7 because I bought a point of luck.
Ah. I'm guessing you have some kind of boost for
Yes.
at least that one skill. Then.
No, just have an overall boost. Though crit fails are bad, that's why the one crit fail nearly.
Oh.
That's why the one crit fail degraded my hammer.
You got Discord's luck, don't you?
Yeah, the one crit fail degraded my
that
hammer
explains
40%.
Jesus.
Did you ask them to look for a weapons repair kit for you?
Yes, I asked them to look for weapons repair for as many weapons repair kits as they could get their hooves on.
Then I'm going to look.
Okay, so we'll go back to our shopping friends, seeing as how James will have to go. I'll try and let you go first, James. So, in town, essentially in this building is your main trading office. There seems to be two parts to it. One part is obviously a trading pen, and the other one is almost like an office. A bunch of paperwork, filing cabinets, and a bunch of ponies running around. There's a bunch of guards around one specific unicorn as well. But beyond that, it's just a trade den. They have very helpfully labelled that some of them were selling particular items. So, your energy weapons, your firearms, your armour. People have actually labelled it. It's very nice and helpful.
Yes. I'm looking for a better magical weapon that I have at the moment.
1 second. I'm just actually pulling up the list now so I can see what there is. So, on the counter, you see another energy pistol. It looks to be in pretty good condition. A plasma pistol, and it's okay, it'll do, but it needs some love. As well as that, there's also a magical energy rifle, mint condition. There's 2 of those. And then there is a plasma rifle in mint condition in a locked case. As well as that, there's various other odds and ends.
I'll
forget,
roll
will we-
over and I'll see how much he wants for the energy rifle.
Roll me barter.
I forget, were we getting paid for the caravan thing?
You were, but you haven't spoken to the person paying you yet. Wasn't
Oh,
Okay.
great, I have a bar of 11. This is going to be fun.
Ooh.
Should have dragged.
Yeah, I
it.
just couldn't remember.
He feels he can take you for an idiot.
I would like to assist.
You can assess, and if you roll me, let's see what you get.
Come on. Fuck.
Nope.
Well, I tried.
This is the greatest deal, guys. It's a great deal. You've been getting bad deals, guys. This is going to be a great deal. It's going to make your energy weapons great again. So, he feels he can take you for an idiot. He's going to charge you 350 for the rifle, and then he's going to throw in. He says it's being nice. He says he'll throw in 20 gem. How much is in the gem pack? How many charges?
I think a gem pack is like 1 cap each. If it's a standard gem
you
pack.
mean a full clip? A full clip is
Yeah.
30.
Fair. He says he'll be nice and he'll give you the 2 gem packs at 50 caps as well. So it's going to be a cost of 400 for 2 magazines and the rifle.
Tell him to throw in a pack of cigarettes.
Do you ask for the pack of cigarettes?
Oh, I rolled negotiation and seduction instead of barter, but they're the same score, so it doesn't matter.
James, you're just coming up green.
Yeah, I'll think I'll hold off for now. I don't have the caps.
Well, we can take it on debt. He smiles all too wide.
I'm going to whisper to Sundance, never go on a debt.
I'll decline his offer.
Come on, it's a really, really nice gun. I'll even give you another 2 mags. So that would be 4 30 round magazines. So it's 120 plus a perfect condition rifle for 400, but being in debt.
I'll still decline.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Ah, it's just too bad.
And I'll just wait until somebody else with a better barter skill than me come in and try to barter for it.
God damn it, I need you to go into debt while you do this. I'm only kidding.
Because I'm not an idiot.
I'm only kidding, it's fine. So, you don't buy anything because you're prepared to shit.
Pretty much. And I can't barter for shit.
Do you remember who can barter, James?
No, I don't think I do.
Greasemere was the one who negotiated everything last time, and Mayuda helped. But Greasemere was definitely the one who knew what she was doing.
She got a great deal.
I mentally blanked. My character would probably know.
Then you may go and find grease smear if you want.
Well,
Yes.
you looked for grease smear and you couldn't find me because I'd wandered away.
No. He gets to roll perception.
This party, perception.
But
I mean, there's a chance. Nope.
No, you can't find grease. You don't know where grease is.
But I come back later, and I'll walk over to Mayenda and said, I know I said some things that aren't right, and I didn't mean them the way they came out, but here, just to prove that I'm not a total jerk. And I hand you a little metal flask that sloshes when you hold it.
Amanda opens it and smells.
Sipping whiskey.
You know what popped into my head? Amanda opens the flask. Surprise! It's taint.
Oh yeah.
Amanda smiles and goes, "Thank you. I needed a flask. It'd make it easier than trying to get out a bottle." She then immediately takes a shot of the whiskey and then takes out the rum and mixes it.
That's just sin against everything that I stand for.
Yes, but it's fun.
I will punish you for this.
Not addicted.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, when she's done, she'll have mixed rum, whiskey, and
Sparkle Cola.
vodka and moonshine together, and she'll just have a dead commie. I mean, a dead Nazi.
God damn. So, Grease, what is your reaction to this unholy abomination that's being created?
Did you not hear my moan?
Is that all you do? You don't say anything? You just
I grimace and walk away. You hear a...
You just slowly hear his soul getting destroyed bit by bit from the inside.
No, I'm going to look for some of the worst rot gut whiskey I can give her. To go with the funnel I didn't get the chance to give her, to go with a flask so she can fill it occasionally.
That's funny. Mayunda then resumes helping make drugs.
Again, you make the best damn drugs ever. Like, this is high quality stuff. This is your Heisenberg.
Heisen Pony.
How would we change that name? Think that one up. While I go back to Blueberry. Back to Blueberry and James and the trade floor being poor.
Looking for Grace Smear to see if I can negotiate for his barter skills.
You failed. You can't find her.
Well, I'm still at that point. I'm now looking around town to see if I can find her.
Are you calling out?
Are you shouting? Are you just looking? What are you doing?
Both. Looking around and shouting for Grace Smear.
+3 because you're calling her name.
Perception +3?
Yes. Grease, you can just roll a flat perception to see if you hear your name. Hey, we got a perception pass for once.
Yay!
You find her outside the doctor's tent, grimacing.
Yes, may I borrow your services for a while, my dear?
What do you need?
And
what kind of services?
Your bartering skills, my dear. There's a gentleman in there. I think he's trying to fleece me, so he is, but I'm not honestly sure.
Does he have pointed ears and have sharp teeth and act like he just knows it's the best deal in the world for you?
Those were the exact words he used, yes.
Ah, a Ferengi.
Yes, he says he was giving me a great deal on this, but I'm not exactly sure. Can you help me with this, please?
Sure. Can you go back in the bar and get me the cheapest bottle of whiskey you can get? And that is all I'm going to charge you for this job.
I will do exactly that. I will then go back and I will buy the cheapest alcohol they have.
That's not beer.
Well, whatever it was used. Was it beer, was it?
Cheapest whiskey.
Cheapest whiskey, sorry.
It's fine. And I will wait, which shouldn't take him long, and then I will negotiate for him.
Right, so how much for the cheap whiskey?
5, because this is basically dog piss.
5 cups?
Oh, that's too high quality.
5
There
cups,
is-
say?
Yeah,
I will
No,
buy...
we still haven't done the thing I promised to do, but I'm still gonna do it. Just whenever we had to go check into the inn.
yeah, we'll get to that. That's part of your pay. Nobody went and retrieved the person to get pay. You're still trying to buy shit, you fucking idiots.
Go
Anyway.
get paid.
Sun
I will
Dancer-
buy 2 bottles of the cheap whiskey at 5 caps, and then proceed to return to Greasemere with the 2 bottles.
I put the bottles in my saddlebag and say, okay, lead on. Who do you need me to talk to?
So I just wanted to say something funny. Sundance returns with the whiskey. Grease looks at it, goes, goes to the bar. I want you to make a new batch, and I want you to skip every step you can without making it water.
I want you to put literal dog piss in it.
No, there's only so bad you can get. And it takes some time to distill anything into alcohol. So I take the cheap stuff, put them in my saddlebags. I don't even look. I just assume you got what I asked. And I said, no, who was it I need to barter for, and what do you wish?
It was an energy rifle, and...
Okay, let's go, young man.
Look, which one was it? The one on the left or the one on the right?
Male or female?
It was that gentleman there.
She's a male. Okay. Come, let's go talk to somebody.
Yes, sir.
Did anybody understand the joke about a Ferengi?
Yes,
I got it.
Yes, I got it.
Yes.
I just didn't want to interrupt anybody.
We head back to the magical energy rifle shop.
He's all smiles. Hello there.
I walk in and smile back. Is the rifle on the counter?
Yes.
I stop and I start to examine it. Looking it over.
He's
Pardon me?
interested.
Pardon me?
He's watching you. Making sure
I
you're not going to
check
steal
it.
it.
I'm looking through it. Check the action. Shake my head. Look at him and said, and what are you going to charge for this?
Roll bar at a +10 because you inspected it. I was smart.
And dumb on his part. Wow, that's unfortunate.
Roll 20 finally got me.
Not a crit fail.
So,
I look at it, I shake my head, and here's what I was going to finish with, actually. I turn around and walk out.
you're convinced that this gun's a heap of shit and you don't come back. You just walk.
I shake my head and walk away.
You're convinced it's a heap of shit. You could make better if you tried.
Well, at least I didn't...
Bitch.
Wait, can I assist?
You can make a new effort.
No, unfortunately, let's wait for right now. Maybe run into somebody else who sells them. Because if we just go right back again and again and again, you're playing the. I'm going to get a better roll next time.
No, I was hoping to assist to maybe make it.
No, with that roll, you
I don't know if I can fake.
20, I'd have missed it.
There are other shops you could go to and look if they have energy rifles.
I'll wander around with him and say, I'm convinced he's trying to sell trash.
Roll me...
Perception?
No, luck.
Okay, I can handle luck.
See if you're lucky enough that they have the specific weapon that he's looking for in stock.
I fucking called it! I didn't have my mic active, but I fucking called it.
Oh my god. So this is what happens. You go to the next...
a run on magical energy weapon.
No. So you go into the... what would be the equivalent of a weapons thrift shop? You go into that. You go up to the counter. There's an energy weapon in here. It's in 40% condition. It's fucked. But it works. And he's selling it for the dirt cheap price of no ammo and roll me bar, please. You're convinced, by the way, it doesn't matter, you're convinced that this is a much better deal, that this is the deal that he should go for.
Do I get any pluses or no?
Plus 10.
Actually, I should do a straight barter, because this is just, with the luck of 10, crit fail.
No, I want you to get a good roll. Fuck's sake! Okay, so you're still convinced this is the much better deal, and it's 40% condition. He's going to give you an extra 2 mags, so 60 rounds, and he's going to sell it to you for 200 caps. You are convinced, by the way. Doesn't matter, even though we know that it's not, you are convinced this is awesome. This is a great deal.
Being ex-Steel Ranger, can I roll to appraise it?
You can roll to appraise it, but then you're going to need to convince James that no, he's being an idiot.
If I can pass,
this is the... Go, roll.
What do I roll?
Roll with repair mechanics.
This is so appropriate.
You're all convinced this is a great deal. James.
Can I request that he at least be allowed to fire it.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
I will
James.
laugh if he crit fails the attack.
Give me one new roll, please.
One magical any weapon roll?
Yeah.
Crit fail, please. Just the way this is going, crit fail, please.
Let's see that crit fail.
Crit succeed, please.
Damn.
Didn't crit fail.
But he misses by a long shot.
No, he doesn't miss. See, for Fee, you may be able to help me with this one. If it was a gun that wouldn't cycle the round, what would be the equivalent in a magical weapon?
Sparks would come out of the front instead of a laser bolt.
That's what happens. You can all now re-roll your bar to see if this is actually a good deal.
Well, first I'm going to clear it.
I got closer.
Check the battery pack.
Barter.
The gun's fucked, and you can tell it's fucked by looking at it and the fact it just sparked.
Well, I go through it real quick to clear it. And I do clear the jam.
Barely.
Actually, you loved me earlier.
Hold on. For clearing a glitch from a magical energy weapon, it's actually hacking and matrix tech.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, so you can roll it then, Glacier.
Or not.
No, he can't.
So you're convinced you've saved
Yeah, I can't clear it either. We give it back to the armor and said, "Damn."
No. So, Glacier, you think you've cleared up. You give it back to James. This is all because you got that nat 10 on the luck. Your luck is shit right now. James, roll me again.
Which one? Energy weapons?
Yes. This level of bullshit today.
Yeah.
That's a critical success.
It burns a hole in the tent. Goes clear for it. You start a small fire.
Sorry about that.
The guards come over and put it out quickly. So, you've been told by them this is a great deal. But it's just a wee minor problem, don't worry about it. He's only going to charge you 200 for the 58 rounds now because you fired 2. And for the 40% gun. They are telling you this is the greatest deal ever.
So do you want me to roll barter again, or does he get to roll it?
No, it's just if he wants to buy it at this point.
I don't have the caps, though.
Well, then that's a great reason not to. Huh?
I physically don't have the caps. Even if I would trade in the pistol and the other ammo, I still wouldn't have the caps.
We accept credit. He smiles all too wide.
Credit, isn't that the best way of getting yourself sold into slavery?
No, if you pay us back.
Yeah,
Can we come back out and get this
I'll
later
come back
when
some
we
more
have a
time.
bit more money?
He nods. Sure, I'll keep it in stock for you.
I'll
If
come
you can
back in
sell
that
it compared
time.
to somebody else, go ahead and sell it. God, Roll20 really turned on us.
I really wanted you.
And for that, I really do have to balance now. It's 22, okay?
Go.
Bye.
Alright, see ya.
Aye.
Okay. See ya. Little Pep, DM me how much experience I got for the night, would you?
I'll add everybody on later on.
Okay, no problem.
Have a good day at work.
Good night, you mean, because it's 20 to
Yes.
11 at night. So yeah, I'll see you all later. Just
Oh.
DM me how much experience I got, would you?
Yes. No.
Okay,
Take it
What, do you
easy.
work
see
the
ya.
graveyard shift or something?
Yeah.
I work nights.
You, go to work now.
See ya.
Alright, bye.
Swing is 3 to midnight. Something out. Midnight to 8 is graveyard.
We don't even
I
have that
hated.
term in the
I
UK.
hated working swing shift.
So, let me jump back to Fee and Adagio because we neglected them a little bit. So, because of your crit fail earlier, Fee, you managed to successfully teach her how to make, what was it, the blood stopping one, and what was the other one I forgot? Rainboom. But as you try and teach her to make flash, you've somehow created a flashbang in the chemistry set, and everybody inside the doctor's tent is now blind for a moment, and has very, very painful ears as it rings. Everybody else, you hear a bang go off from the doctor's area.
Huh?
Oh,
Poor
no.
perception.
Can I roll endurance to avoid that?
You would be talking to the doctor, I assume. Or,
Well,
no,
if
the
my
doctor
Unda
let
had
me,
started teaching the doctor
Yeah,
how
no.
to do stuff, Violet would have taken off.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Do you stop to talk to the Alicorn, who has been helping with the medical situation? She is a follower, and she has got a little doctor's follower sort of armband type deal they would wear. Think Red Cross. She's wearing a Red Cross band.
She's a PA, a physician's assistant.
Pretty much.
As nice as they are, Violet has problems with the followers.
Okay, that's a fair reason to leave. So, as you're walking out, you've dealt with everything. You're sitting there with Seabreeze doing whatever. You hear a massive bang from coming from the doctor's tent. Miranda, you did not get to even roll to avoid it. You're blind as fuck right now and deaf as fuck.
What the hell happened here?
And all you get back, what?
I said turpentine, damn it! Not a Braxo! Frack!
They're the same thing!
No, they're not!
Yes, they are.
No, a Braxo is a mixture of soap and bleach. Turpentine is actually a mineral spirit.
She can't hear you. She just yells, "What? What? What? What?"
I write it down and I put it in her face.
Don't rub her nose in it.
Oh, that. The Alicorn is just rolling on the floor, by the way, in pain.
Amanda motions towards the Alicorn. Help her! She's sensitive. Ah! Mop. 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 Yep, definitely getting tinnitus.
Roll me luck to see if you set anything on fire. Because flashbangs have a tendency to do that. Yeah, there's a small fire. Nothing major. Just, you know, small chemical fire.
7 degrees of success on my medicine check for the Alicorn.
She's fine, she's just been flashbanged. It's gonna suck.
You're gonna have a terrible headache later.
It's just really gonna suck. Meanwhile,
Cleaner.
Seabreeze, seeing the small fire, jumps up and starts flapping her wings. Let me just roll her flight. Well, she doesn't put it out, but it doesn't spread. Give her another try, see if she puts out the fire this time.
And the Alicorn's headache will be gone in less than 2 minutes.
Awesome. As well as that, Seabreeze puts out the fire. What are the rest of you doing as you hear a flashbang go off?
Would I be close enough to hear it, or?
Oh yeah, flashbangs are fucking loud.
What flashbang? I didn't hear anything.
Just because you keep feeling perception, yeah, you don't hear shit. Believe me, you hear it. It's a flashbang.
High speed machinery a bit too much.
Yes.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Do you take the rest of them along with you?
I mean, if they want to stay in shop, that's fine. I'm
actually going to be heading back there, but for a different reason. Oh yeah.
The recipe is turpentine, not a Braxo. Braxo is how you get a flash bang, not a flash drug.
Well, I can't hear you. My ears are still ringing.
Points at the sign that Violet made.
I just picture Yenda saying that and the doctor going, "I can't hear you." So she points at the turpentine and shakes her head. Points at Braxo and nods her head.
Other way around, but yeah.
Oh, it's the other way around? Okay.
The two zero guards from earlier run up. Realize that there's been a problem. There's one person rolling on the floor, two people shouting at each other, and a child putting out a fire. They speak to each other. They speak to each other in Zebrakin. One runs off.
That is a very interesting thing to come to. Just... Wait, what?
Violet turns towards the guard. Alright, well, what are you waiting for? Help put out that fire.
As you say that, the fire is put out by the child beating its wings. She already passed her roll.
Oh, Seabreeze is more effective than the town guard.
Yeah, fuck you.
I mean...
No, thank
not
you,
wrong.
but no.
Yeah, you're not stripy enough anyway.
And that's racist.
And she looks at herself and looks at him and goes, "Wow, racist much?"
And on that note, the other half of the twin duo comes back with Avarice, the town mayor again. And that's where I'm going to leave you all.
Oh.
Hi, Avarice.
There's just a small fire in your hospital. Your doctor's deaf and blind. It's a good time. So, does anybody have anything they want to end on?
Oh, I wanted to give Meunda the 2 super cheap bottles of whiskey and said, "Here, to refill your flask." And I hand her also a little funnel.
She can't hear or see shit right now. You need that later, I'm afraid.
Meunda looks at him and shakes her head. No, 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 no. Alcohol not for headache.
It creates a headache.
I got you 2 horrible bottles of whiskey to refill that, Fiaura.
Joy, too low-grade whiskey.
Hey, when you mix it with something, it might become high grade. Then again, it might become poison.
Sorry, I was DMing one of you about something. So, that's where we're ending. I will apologise for the shorter than usual one, but we had to move it because Fee is busy tomorrow and this was the only time I could fit everybody.
I apologize.
And I have to work. No, don't apologise, there's other stuff that's more important.
We will have to plan. So, first off, good night, people who are watching recording. Anybody else want to pitch in before I press the button?
Take it easy, y'all.